everybody, and welcome back to Sonoket Plays Adam RPG. This is episode 54. We're gonna begin. That's my new entry. Like, you guys like it? Thought you might. Today we're going to be exploring this bunker. I do imagine that this will take probably the entire episode, which is fine. I mean, at some point, one of these guys is going to walk in front of us and start the fight. Kind of waiting for that to happen. Oh. Oh, no. There we go. Cool, dude. Yeah. No, it's great. You know what? Fuck you guys. You guys go in. I'm going to stand out here because 2 seconds into the match, you shot me in the back. Holy sh... Oh, okay. Good start, guys. Solid. I'm out of the way, at least. Y'all can figure it out. Unbelievable, you know? You know what? This is a bad idea. I'm gonna get in here and just end my turn. Because otherwise, one of these guys, or a lot of these guys, who's gonna shoot me in the back. Which is, you know... unideal is a nice way to put it. There are a lot of rats in here. You guys do not need to do full auto. It is unnecessary. Wow, this... It's not so great when... Oh, it takes 4 AP. The pistol isn't that great when you do very little damage with it. Even though you can shoot 4 times, I could just as easily get an instant kill with my rifle, you know? I should go back to my shotgun. Don't waste bullets on that guy. I'm out of bullets! Guess someone's getting hit. Guess it's Alexander, because the Hexagon just shot him in the back. As per usual. Fine. Okay, what do we got? Let's go ahead and reload this, I guess. Go ahead and grab the crap off of the skeleton. 3 bricks! Oh, the brick box bandits strike again. An old boot. This is great. Top tier loot here. We do... Oh, what is this? What is this? It's 2 people. Mit Galina Die Carpaten, 1979. Mit Galina Die Carpaten. Die Carpaten? I think this is German. 1979. Mine now. Note from Ivan. Stanislav Petrovic, please do not ever do something like that to me again. BIL, Villa didn't shut up for a second during my shift. I know this is unprofessional, but I came really close to simply cutting his wiring. I am borderline traumatized by this experience. Please don't expect any feedback. Anything I might write about your boring metal chatterbox will offend you and the team, and I don't want that. What I want is a world where machines shut up and do what they're told. Dude, that is real not nice. Key card L1. Okay, well, that's mine now. Can I use it for anything? Doesn't look like it. So the arm is all part of the same skeleton there, and there's nothing else over there. Okay, next. Next! Just like that Reddit post. Next. I spend way too much time on the internet, I think. Like, just as a whole. Note for Ivan. Okay, well, let's read the note for Ivan. Ivan doesn't seem to be here, so we'll read it. Note for Ivan. Vanya, I have an amazing idea. Isn't Vanya the name of the bartender at the very start of this episode? Not episode, series. The lady at Atrodnoi. I have an amazing idea. You'll never feel bored during your night shifts ever again. Before going away for the long weekend, I'll turn on a villa for you to talk to. Our favorite machine was recently taught to interact with people using Likachov's algorithms, not just ask for keycards and boring stuff like that. You won't be lonely anymore, and your feedback will help us improve the communication abilities of our AI. Imagine the world you'll help us build, a world where you won't have to remember passwords and carry keys. A world where machines will know you on the facial level and will ask how your day went. Dr. Turgenev. I'm sure that this project didn't backfire at all. There's Pinecone. Seriously? Yep, it's Pinecone. It's an average Pinecone, nothing else. For those of you who may not have grown up in an area with trees that produced pine cones. Fire extinguisher. Neat, and some cans. Let's check this out. So the area that I grew up in, on our block, there were tons of these pine trees. Just because our neighbor had lots of them, for whatever reason. And pine trees, the ones that make those pine cones, I mean, it may be like a great deal of pine trees. I'm not sure like which specifically. I mean, they're pine cones, but it may... Anyway. We gotta read this note. I'll come back to this in a minute. Wait, where did that note go? Chat log. Send this memo to Likachov as soon as you can. I know he's under arrest, but I need his commentary. Log start. Test interference of the experimental positronic emission-based Al Villa. Villa, good day, comrade. It's the 3rd of April, 1985. I'm Villa. Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, atomic positronic emission-based AI with a widened machine logic. Turgenev. Hello, Villa. I'm Engineer Turgenev. Good day, Engineer Turgenev. How may I be of help? Well, I finished the installation of your new vocabulary module. How do you feel about it? Villa. May I ask a question? Turgenev. Sure. What do you want to know, Villa? String 6042 of the new vocabulary model states, a father is a man, relative to his children. Does that mean Villa can use the word father instead of Engineer Turgenev in further phrases? Turgenev says, Yusp. I did not understand your message. Turgenev, sorry, Villa, my hand slipped on the keyboard. Of course you may call me father, Villa, of course. He was kind of surprised that this whole thing had happened. Quickly adapting. Anyway, pine cones and pine trees. So we had a lot of these pine trees in our neighborhood, and they would all the time drop these pine cones. And some of them would be open. So pine cones, what happens is they open up and they shoot out seeds all over the place. And that's how, I believe, babies are made. No, but, so the ones that were open really wide, hold on. You slide your hand over the door surface looking for a way to open it. At the same moment, a male voice starts talking through a speaker. The voice has a strange intonation, and it seems that the speaker isn't really a person, but merely a voice generator, albeit a pretty high quality one. Beep beep. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, comrade. Surprised, you take a step back from the door and start looking around. Beep beep, you say. It seems that I'm dealing with a robot. You notice that a small security camera with an ominous red lens mounted inside a strange device near the door is focusing on your face with a quiet buzz. Boop bop, comrade. I'm Villa, Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. Atomic positronic emission-based, yep, Note, the mechanical sounds, beep beep boop, were introduced into Villa's speech patterns for a humorous effect, and to make distinction between Villa's speech and human speech easier to spot. Beep! There's no real need for Villa to make these noises. Beep bop. Sit still while I'm breaking into your interface. Alright, well, what do I need to do to get inside? Access to these office premises of the fortified scientific facilities granted to the persons included in the employee database, beep boop, military, medical, and scientific personnel, as well as the representatives of the cleaning team, beep boop, and kitchen workers. Does it mean that I need to identify myself so you could let me in? Exactly, beep boop. Please state your full name, first name, patronymic? Patronymic. What is patronymic? Is this just a misspelling, or is this a word I've never seen before? Hold on. Patronymickey-Mouse. Holy crap, this is an actual word. Patronymic. Patronymic. Noun, a name derived from the name of a father or ancestor, typically by the addition of a prefix or suffix. Johnson, O'Brien, Ivanovich. Adjective, denoting or relating a name derived from the name of a father or male ancestor. Okay. I seriously did not know that was a word. Last name and your position in order to get access to the check under the UU-1 protocol, and then, potentially, access to the internal premises of this bunker. Maybe I'll just go look for my employee access card and come back with it? The glowing red eye of the talking computer suddenly looks down. Perhaps the weird device suddenly became interested in your shoes, or it has lowered its gaze because it was ashamed of something. This method is not valid for getting access, comrade. Villa is forced to admit that the following modules, I, the facial recognition system through means of spectral analysis, ear, the system of personnel identification based on voice pattern recognition through audio analysis, have been restored to their original factory settings as a result of an emergency reboot and thus are not capable of performing the tasks assigned to them. Villa will not be able to analyze the presented access card correctly. Villa isn't even able to determine the height, body type, race, and or gender of the comrade that Villa is talking to. Okay, here's my name. Oh. Are we just making these names up? Stanislav Petrovic? Let's go with Petrovic. The name was found in the database. State your last name. Turgenev. Match found. Please specify your current position within the organization. Beep, beep. I was an engineer for here as long as I can remember. A senior researcher? No, he was an engineer because they called him Engineer Turgenev. Whatever. Beep. What is your marital status? Dr. Turgenev? Oh, shoot. Did they say anything? Married, and seeing as how you call me father, I also have kids. No, I think he's single. Error, alarm. Is that really not true? Did I miss something already? I don't feel like I had missed anything. I was never feel bored, you know, before I'll turn on Village for you to talk to a favorite machine, Vanya. Using, let's show the key cards. Feedback will help us. Imagine where you don't have to remember a world where machines, blah, blah, blah. Dr. Turgenev. Note from Ivan. Stanislav Petrovic, please don't ever do something. Villa didn't shut up for a second. I know this is unprofessional, but I came really close. Borderline, please don't expect any feedback. Anything my writer's blood, and I don't want that world where machines shut up where they're told, right? Send this memo to under arrest. Villa, I am, Turgenev. I am Engineer Turgenev. Right. I finished the installation of your new vocab. How do you feel? Blah, 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 father, instead of engineer. I'm sorry, my hand. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that, but like, can we? Hello there, comrade Beep. I wish to inform you that not long ago, Village come in contact with an unknown person who said that they are not an employee of this facility. Considering that there's a constant threat of invasion, I demand that you state your full name, first name, patronatus, blah, 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 and potentially... the machine is partially or completely blind and is not able to notice the similarity of voices. It thinks you're a completely new visitor. Hey, Airhead, the fucking Villa doesn't understand that he's already spoken to you before. Could you please... Can you shut the fuck up, Alexander? That's right, amigo. The ghost inside of the machine. It seems it can't recognize faces. It thinks you're someone new. Villa is sorry, but the I module is really out of order. What is the UU-1 protocol check? Beep beep. Villa refers to lines 192, 198 of the protocol in the process of regulating access to various rooms of the bunker. Villa, Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, automatic positronic, mission-based AI with wide machine logic, should use the most advanced module, the I, facial and object recognition system on the spectral analysis. If the eye module is no longer operational, Villa should use the ear module, human recognition system, using voice pattern recognition and audio analysis. Beep, beep. In case of the ear module failure, Villa should determine the personnel rights to access the facility based on the UU-1 protocol. UU-1 uses Villa logic. System is allowed to ask the employee requesting access a variety of questions, including personal, and decide based on the answers whether to give the employee access or not. It is recommended that UU-1 protocol is only used as a last resort, since at this stage in the development of the system can be easily deceived. Ready to give you my name. Stanislav Petrovic. Turgenev. Engineer. I guess, yeah. The red eye of the machine becomes much dimmer, as if it had run out of life. The next moment, the door opens with a hissing sound. I guess he was married? Although it didn't really indicate that anywhere as far as I know. Anyway, we're inside. Let's save. There's a bunch of guys we know in one of the next rooms over. Where were all of those guys? Somewhere over here, right? Yeah, there. We're gonna switch to a real weapon when we get near that area. For now, we're just gonna go ahead and loot everything. If there's actually anything to loot. Let's see, we've already been in there. Let's hit up this room. So that was not terribly difficult. So, pine cones, right? Some of them open up, and some of them will fall off the tree earlier, or you can pull them off the tree and they stay closed. An open pine cone, checkup results. Comrade General, I've checked the tissue sample from the large new birthmark on your back, and I'm happy to say it's not related to cancer of any kind. You can take as much sun baths during your vacation in Sochi as you want. Full results of your medical examination will be in the mail. So you can also pull them off of the pine tree, right? And in that case, they're a really green color instead of the brown because they haven't matured. Anyway, the point is, if you pick up one of the ones that just fell off the tree naturally, a code sheet. They're closed. A sweet roll. I want a sweet roll. They'll be closed, kind of like this one. And, no, I'm sorry. If they fall off the tree, they'll be open. And they'll be very light because all of the stuff fell out of it. And they don't fly very well. Because they, instead of being, like, thin and narrow, they're, like, wide and open. But if you get one of the ones that comes off the tree still closed, you can hurl those things so far. So fast. It's like a missile. So as kids, we would throw them at each other, of course. Vitya, I changed your safe code to 4 9s. Don't forget it. That's really like the worst way to give someone a new combination is to just write it on a piece of paper and then leave that piece of paper just like sitting around, honestly. That's really not a good security protocol. Back when I was still working for, because I used to work in video games. I used to work for a very large, crumpled note. I used to work for a very large studio that was a publisher, a game publisher. And whenever we needed to do like a new database access or someone needed a password like that, an engineer would write down your password, bring it to you, you would type it in and then you would change it, and then that piece of paper would be shredded. Like, that's the only way to do it. And the engineer responsible would make sure that that piece of paper was shredded afterwards. Hey, Roman. After what happened yesterday, we're making it so that only General Ivolgin may enter the generator room in the lab. I know it's terrible news, but sometimes safety is more important than comfort. Some tell tales of enemy troops landing somewhere in the mountains. The war is no longer a cold one, Roman. All the forces of the Soviet Union will be powerless if even one enemy specialist infiltrates this facility. Imagine the damages this one professional may cause for the motherland. I mean, we'll take it. Notes don't weigh anything, so they're very easy to just take with us. What was I talking about? Right, just leaving passcodes all over the place. It's just sloppy. I mean, that's probably, you know, that could be a million reasons as to why the people here didn't survive. Just sloppy work all around from everyone involved. Empty desk. I could probably switch over to that loot detector, but there's not so much stuff in here that I'm terribly worried about, you know, clicking on a couple of extra things. And it takes just like a second or two to open all this stuff anyway. This is almost certainly going to end up being a slightly longer episode. You didn't manage to break the code. Didn't they change it to 4 9s? An award certificate. To Dear Victor Andreevich, the sunny, blissful day, we humbly asked you to accept this gift from Scientist Collective. It is a Nagant model revolver. It's an ancient weapon used by the folk hero Vlad Turban, the heroic founder of the city of your birth, the mighty Trudegrad. It was hard getting our hands on this antique, but it was worth it because you're an amazing intellectual, a true warrior, and a colleague to dream of. May you live long and prosper, Victor Andreevich. Well, he may have prospered, but he definitely didn't live. Dear Natalia Borisnova, I wanted to play the piano for you, but instead I'm playing Russian roulette against myself. That's dark. It is just a rusty Nagant. Nothing special about it. Okay, well, the 4 9s didn't work. But that's fine, because our lockpick is awesome. A 28 kilogram backpack. Do one of you guys still not have a 28 kilogram? That's 28. You also have a 28? Hexagen? No, Hexagen does not have a 28. Let's check this out. Upgrade. Making sure it just doesn't have any... Trying to make sure it doesn't have any ammo in it. Because, again, I don't want him to use it. And that's happened too many times now. Oh, this is just open. Alright, well, we're making progress. So this is an interesting bunker. I'm still not sure what they were doing here, but they had artificial intelligence. They had robots. And then at some point, he killed himself. And so it had to have just been like the war broke out or, you know, whatever ended up being the case. Like maybe that's when the bombs fell and so they just ended up killing themselves. A lot of notes. A friendly reminder. Masha, we're celebrating General's B-Day and giving him his gift at 5 p.m. Ignatenko. Okay. There's a lot of beer bottles around, but not anything of real interest. We already have a Speechcraft hat. I swear to God, if that locker next to us is locked when I'm seeing that it's very clearly open. Krasnaya Mozkov perfume. I mean, we'll take the perfume. Oh, good. It wasn't actually locked. Coded lock. Perfect. We got a machete. Hockey mask. +5 melee damage. 10% chance of causing panic? Damn, this is awesome. We need 90 in melee weapons. We're never gonna have that. Actually, we're not that far off, and we'll have it very next level. You know we're using that machete, right? I mean, you just understand that that is a thing that's gonna happen, and there is nothing in this world that's gonna stop me from putting all my points into melee so I can do that. Oh, another sweet roll. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to check. I know we're coming up on the end of the episode, but we still do have a lot to go through here. Trying to get through this as quickly as I can. This is locked, I assume? Oh, yeah. Dragnov ammo, we'll take it. The money, we'll take it. It's a good thing we upped our lockpick, like, really early on. Because otherwise, this would be really frustrating if I had to try like 9 times on every single lock to get this stuff open. Oh, another door. You come closer to the door, the bad feeling deep in your gut. Turns out, this feeling actually meant something. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, comrade. The eye of the compact surveillance camera that is embedded into the heavy metal frame of the door begins glowing with an eerie red light, and you once again hear the voice of Villa, the barely self-aware computer system. Hijo de puta! The spawn of Satan continues messing with us. Boop bop, comrade. Villa will now remind you of string 32 of the secret fortified installation worker codex. Please leave religious superstitions outside before entering the secret fortified installation. Villa, you goddamn metal box! Quit hiding behind those shiny bulbs. Come out and fight me like a man. Oh, believe me, you'll know why all those technological devices fear the name of Alexander. Beep. Threat meter in danger of overflow. Level of aggression, 9. Bull. Analyzing. The armor covering this interface may withstand an attack of such magnitude. Decision. Villa shall do nothing about the threat. Oh, Villa, my favorite robotic grandson. Open the doors for Grandpa Hexogen. Let me in. There's a nuclear winter outside, and it's so cozy in your little bunker. Warning. My reports show a massive anomaly in the time-space continuum. I prefer the term senior citizen. Correction accepted, comrade. Beep. I'm the engineer and creator, Engineer Turgenev. Let me pass. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Comrade Turgenov. Beep. By the way, this whole thing is a throwback to the movie... I am 100% just suddenly blanked on the name. 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dave. It was a bug, Dave. I feel much better admitting that now. Intellect. The difference between a thinking machine and a simple computer is the ability to make the right choices that are not always the most logical or legal ones. A whole minute passes before you hear the voice of Villa again. Seems like he was thinking about what you just said. The main difference between Villa and a primitive computer is that Villa has a grasp on the abstract thinking and decision-making. Bleep boing. Please state, why do you believe now is a good time for breaking the rules and opening this door for you, even though you're not allowed inside? Your door keeps me away from the people I need to talk to. The reason is this: I'm your father, you do what I tell you to do. Everyone above us is dead. There's no more USSR. Why? I am the single survivor from this facility. Failure. What else do you need? Okay, let's do this again. Oh, this time will be Boris Petrovic. Say with a mocking voice, I'm afraid I can't let you do that, comrade. I think it's very windy outside. Nina Semenyova? No. Okay. Viktor Andreevich. Success. Please pronounce your last name, Viktor Ivan Andreevich. Davidovich. Ivolgin? Please state your status in the facility, Comrade Ivolgin. Ex-general, currently a major is who I am. No, he was still general. Information is correct, Beep Boop. Please tell Villa your personal information and miscellaneous details of your life by asked by the UU1 protocol. Well, I can tell you how we skied in the Carpathian Mountains with the wife. What a vacation. I'll show you the gun I was gifted for my birthday, but you wouldn't appreciate it. Remember the time when I brought my son Yegorka into this place during the last child-parent communal Labor Day? The gun. Beep Boop. Seems like the machine is thinking, analyzing your words. Welcome, General Ivolgin. The door silently slides open. Okay. I thought the engineer thing would get us all the way in, but apparently we're gonna have to keep, Whoa! You take a few steps through the room and freeze, full of admiration and prehistoric horror. In front of you, standing firmly on its massive tracks, there's a steel giant, a hybrid between a metal man and a tank. Steadfast and well-armed. The legendary prototype of a combat robot, which, according to the information available to Adam, has never been adopted by the armed forces, focuses its camera eyes on you and addresses you through the built-in speakers. Alarm! Alarm! Unidentified intruder in the villa's central storage room. All perpetrators shall be exterminated. What about the 3 laws of robotics? Villa is working. Beep. According to the protocol and ambition to survive, boop, literary works of art do not affect Villa's... Ooh. Remember when I was going to switch to a weapon? I haven't saved in a bit, which is a big problem. Okay. Let's just see what we can get done here. We may not be able to even do any damage to this thing. Wow, my guys are moving in out of combat. That's actually hilarious. Okay. I shot. 99 damage, and it's... Well, it's injured. That's not bad. Oh! They're so fucking dead. Holy shit. He just obliterated them. Okay. Where were we? Oh, we were all the way back here. Okay, I'm gonna catch us up real quick, and we'll be right back to that. Okay, we just got back to this area. I don't know that we can beat him, seeing as how we just got dunked on so hard a second ago. I don't know that there's gonna be like a distance that we can get in there and keep from that guy to where he doesn't murder us just straight up in cold blood. We can definitely try. Let's save. Open this. Let's maybe take a step in. Just like a single step. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna... I need you guys to all back up. Like, way back there. Oh, God. Okay, seriously need you guys to move. Any minute now. It would be so rad if you guys were actually in combat so you would get a turn and you would have moved the fuck out of my way. That would have been so cool. Okay, we clearly need to do this kind of a different way. I need them not to block me in here. And of course... So here's the problem. Because, again, he's not in combat, I can't get through here, and I can't even push him away. Yeah, they're still moving like... Well, now I have no HP. Okay, I guess we'll, shoot. Hot fucking damn. I survived just fine, but for some reason, these dudes are getting eaten alive. Okay, check this out. New plan. Let's talk. Let's discuss tactics. Wait here. You? Let's discuss tactics. Wait here. You? Let's discuss tactics. Wait here. Here's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna step in here. Activate this. I am going to beeline it out of the room. Now, you guys are all in combat, right? So you guys are all... Why do I feel like you're not in combat? Oh, boy. Let's try saving and save 2. 144 damage. Not bad. What's gonna matter is what happens this very next turn. Wow. Wow. Hot. Heckin' damn. This robot just does an absurd amount of damage. If I told you guys right now that I need you guys to attack this, are you guys all just gonna stand there and be idiots? Yep, seems that way. We're in fucking combat, you bunch of... Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine, just stand there. Why would you... Why... Okay, Okay, this is really fucking irritating. The game normally doesn't make me this mad, but here's the problem. The game is playing the worst sides of this coin. So, if I tell them to wait so we can get an ideal position on this enemy, they won't join me in combat. If I try to walk into that room, they follow me and block me, and I can't tell them to move. If I start the fight and run in further to try and take some cover, they are out of combat still, and they just follow and they run into the room and then die. This is the first time that the game's buggy, fucked up AI is actually causing me to not be able to win this through sheer stupidity. I don't... If I have them wait, they just won't be in combat. The only thing I can do is to have them follow me and be in combat, but then we're just gonna get murdered because the distance from this door to his guns is 2 feet. I'm way over my time. We're gonna have to end. There's just nothing I can do about this right now. The AI is so buggy that I don't have a solution for this problem. They're either going to block me and not join combat, or they'll follow me in here out of combat, get in combat as soon as they pass right here, and then get murdered. I don't think there's anything that I can do. I might be able to, like, chuck an explosive over there, but even that's not really gonna matter. Huh. Huh. They won't go far enough away to make this actually useful. They're still gonna block it. The second that I take a step in here, they're gonna file in and they're gonna block it. Get me out. Get me... Oh, I got out. They're not in combat. They're still not in fucking... Oh, you guys, you have to understand how maddening this is. Okay. Do we use this opportunity now? I think we do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save in slot 2. My team is not yet in combat, and I need them to go. He's in combat. Okay. Let's move 7 squares. Everyone come this way. That means you dumb fuck! You're in combat, aren't you? What? It's just so broken. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up here because I can't do this anymore right now. This is just so frustrating that I'm actually, for the first time ever, stopping playing the game right now. Oh boy. I'm gonna figure out what to do about this. It's just so broken. It's one thing if I could, like, position them somewhere that I needed them to be, and then they would join in the fight still. It would be another if they actually, you know, could be in combat when I needed them to be in combat. But I'm just getting the short end of the stick on every single scenario. So we may just avoid that room in our next episode. I may just try to cheese the shit out of it with some other strategy. I don't know. But for the first time ever, the game is broken in such a way that it's negatively impacting my enjoyment of the game for the first time in 54 episodes. So, rather than just be mad about it, I'm gonna end here because we're like 30 minutes over. And you guys can comment down below. Let me know if you've run into this problem, if you've been playing. Let me know how you maybe handled it. And then I'm gonna go cool off and then figure out how to tackle this in episode 55. Rather not waste my time just being mad at it. So, there's a weird... Oh, there was like... Hold on. Like a speck of dust on my monitor. Right in a really annoying spot. Okay, it's permanently there forever. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up there. I'm sorry this episode might be kind of disappointing, but it's what happens, you know. I don't really edit this stuff out, so everything is perfect. Anyway, I'll see you guys in episode 55. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. You know, I enjoy talking to you guys. Give me your strategies, your tips, your thoughts on that fight, that battle. Maybe some strategy discussion. And I'll see you guys in episode 55. Burn bright, everybody.